have you ever put icy hot on a private area?
No.
It may not be your balls or your vagina, but if you put it in if you wiped,
Mm-hmm.
one time, this is something I regret. I have personal wipes at home, like cleaning wipes and everything like that, because we just have an abundance of them and everything. We just kind of like wipe ourselves off. You know, you just take yourself a horse bath and everything.
A horse bath.
A horse bath. I also have disinfecting wipes there, and they look a lot like the regular wipes that I have, and I kind of try to keep them separated, but then every once in a while I forget, so I opened up one of the boxes of the disinfectant and I wiped back there. Yeah.
Wait, why are they so close together?
Because the sink.
Who keeps rat poison in the spice cabinet?
That's a fair statement to make, because it looks like a lot like salt, and
right?
Yeah, it does. It looks like a lot like seasoned salt.
Oh, I don't know. I've never used it. I've just
you never use like Walmart salt and stuff like that. Where it's like, oh, this is seasoned salt. It's better because it's red.
Oh yeah.
And mixed with other chemicals and salt.
Oh, fuck.
You never done spice shopping at the dollar store.
I have a couple spices from the dollar store.
Not the kind that I get.
Okay, maybe I go to a different dollar store.
Go to Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree, dude. But that's kind of like, I had it one time and I wiped my butt with a disinfecting wipe and that burned the shit out of me. If you put icy hot anywhere, it feels like hell at first, but then it feels better. All Regrets Podcast. This is the podcast about regrets with Sam Narani, 30s Pakistani female who is not working at the moment.
And Omar Gonzalez, who's really good at profiling.
I'm not good at profiling.
You sound like a fucking god.
All I know is stereotypes, and that's it.
Female, seems to be in her mid to late 30s. Very brown, too brown for my liking. Right. I like more on the light side.
Alright, let me try it again.
What is it? That puberty class you take in middle school or whatever?
Oh, health or something like that. It was called health for us.
It's the one where they like segregate the boys and the girls, and everybody gets like a care package.
Wait, what?
So I forgot what grade it was. It was like grade school.
Yeah, we just fucked. Very good.
They didn't do like by the time you were 10 years old or 11 years old. Mm-hmm. What grade is that? 4th? Maybe?
Yeah, it's 4th grade.
They put boys in one class and girls in another class. Mm-hmm. And the girls get like a movie about your period and your pituitary gland, and boys get a movie about their puberty stuff.
Was this basically like, was this on VHS, or they had to take the projector out? Like the wheel and everything with the 2 wheels on top is like, and then all of a sudden you just see like an old time marriage, just like, hey, ladies, want to learn about your vagina? Da, 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 da.
Oh no. We rented the TV and the VCR from the library.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be that was the birds and the bees conversation.
Did you ever, speaking about this, did you ever see the movie called The Miracle of Life?
No. It was checked out of the library when we were supposed to watch it at school, so we watched a different one.
All right, so Miracle Life is gone, but Banger Ladies 12 is still here. Can I tell you something? Not a miracle.
Oh yeah, that's an actual birth, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see everything open, everything spread, and it's supposed to, and honestly, kind of makes you gay.
Oh God.
Yeah, it just makes you hate vaginas.
See, we saw one, and it wasn't like a graphic detail of the birth, but like you saw her give birth.
Yeah. And
you saw like what it looks like when the penis is inside the vagina and it like explodes and it like ejaculates.
That's a bomb ass pussy, baby.
And then when he pees in you.
Oh God. When he pees in you?
But like
that's a thing, by the way.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
No. There's
something here. Kids that are like,
there's something here. Go ahead.
No, it's nothing. It's not a big thing. It's like when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, and then he pees inside of you.
Sam,
Mm-hmm.
Did you think that guys
Yes.
would pee in you when you're this and that was sex?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why wouldn't they? What else comes out of there?
So your vagina is a urinal. Is that what it is?
I just thought pee all had semen in it. It was no big deal.
Guys, this is the Texas public health education that Sam got in her public schools.
We were basically just taught abstinence.
Yeah. Welcome to Texas, everybody.
Yep.
Pull out game. That's how you do it.
That's
how we do it, people.
I also had a 6th grade teacher tell me that Mexico was part of South America. That was pretty cool.
Wow, fuck that. All right. You know what?
She was a social studies
If
teacher.
you watch, look, the only thing you need to know about sex is what, we were taught as Mexicans. It's just the pull-out game. 40% success rate. Mm-hmm. Just pull out all the time. That's all we did.
I am not a fan of the pull-out game,
just
dude.
pull it out all the time.
It's terrifying.
Pull it out. Come somewhere else. You won't have a kid. Mm-hmm. Almost foolproof plan.
Man, don't be gross. You're being gross.
All right. Sorry. So, okay. So, yeah, the worst part is about actually having to not only talk sex to their parents, because that's the worst possible thing, but always talking about it with an authority figure. Everything. You're just basically masturbating, kind of like, and everything. Look, I've gone situations where I haven't done. I'm like, I got to get this devil out of my system, and everything. And you're just like, work one out,
right?
Or the problem it becomes stuff like that. You're just bored. And it's like, what am I gonna do?
I got nothing else going on.
I got nothing else to do. Let me just work one out, and everything. And those days, especially like when you're young and 13 and you're like in your room by yourself, like all day and stuff, because you really have nothing to do. You just end up being like, man, I guess I gotta jerk off.
That's fair. Yeah.
It becomes mundane
after
a while.
It's part of your routine.
Yeah, you do something special because of it, and it's just because it's just like, I gotta get it out. Now, granted, have I had anybody walk in on me while doing it? No, thankfully. Everything. Or just watching porn or anything like that? Nah.
Have you ever had to talk to your parents about it? About sex?
We just both pretend it never happened.
Like sex in general just doesn't happen?
It just doesn't happen.
Oh, how do people...
My mom did find my porn one time. She yelled at me about it, and then afterwards we never spoke of it again.
Well, what'd you get yelled at? Like,
because she wanted to go. I bought porn DVDs when I was on Valentine's Day one day because I figured why let's start a new tradition. And
you know what? It's just gonna be me and my dong.
Yeah.
Every Valentine's.
I buy it a rose. It's happy. And then all of a sudden, we just buy new porn together.
Rose is the name of the porn star.
That is you're probably right. And I put the porno. This is the combination of my horniness with my frugalness because it was 4 hours of anal sex inside the clearance bin.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it was like 4 DVDs into one but then it was like cut down in price to like $4. I'm like, that's a steal. That's an hour and a half. That's an hour of asking for $1.
Wow.
Yeah, I appealed to my frugalness.
Yeah. You were destined to be an accountant.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's the ROI on this?
There's a lot of ROI in this one.
Wow.
Yeah. But the net investment, there's a lot of jizz outflow out here. There's a lot of jizz outflow. I get a lot of equity with this cock. So, no, but then she found my porno because I left it inside the bottom drawer of the bottom drawer of the, like, I don't know what it is, like the nightstand or something like that. I put the TV on top. But the bottom drawer had the VCR in it, and we didn't use VCRs anymore, so I just put it there and everything. And then my mom one day was like, I gotta go get the VCR. And she got it while I was out at work, and then all of a sudden I come back, and I was like, what is this devil doing in my house? And I'm like, oh shit. She's like, I just threw away your garbage. What are you gonna do about that now? And I'm like, I don't know, log on? Like, you didn't.
I guess I'll go replace it.
Yeah, I guess I'll go replace it. It's not like, they're not just open on Valentine's Day.
So she was just mad that there was porn in general in the house.
Yeah, there was porn in general in the house. And she was very upset about that.
Damn.
And everything. But, and like I said, we never really talked about like sex and masturbation and stuff like that. It was just always, since we came from like a religious thing, we just never really talked about it. And even then, like, if I were to be perfectly honest with you, I never really knew how to masturbate until later.
What's later?
Well, okay. So when you're like younger or stuff like that, you start playing with yourself, self and stuff. But I never knew there was like a thing to it until like.
Oh, there's like a technique, a way to do
I didn't even know there was an end game for like a while. Like I didn't know.
Were you like that kid that would just like rub his shit all over the house
with pillows and stuff like that?
Will this do something? No.
Okay. I've had conversations with other girls about this and everything, and the one thing that pisses me off to no other is just more like. So I'm hearing about like them like rubbing on their rubbing on couches, rubbing on things as adults. And then I'm just like, none of you ladies ever thought about investing on like a removable shower head?
Maybe we didn't know. I mean, sometimes you watch porn and then you get like the wrong idea. Like, it's not for me. Sex is not for me as a female. It's just there to be a fuck thing for the man.
Okay, interesting. So because I'm not saying this because another topic about regret that can be related to this is porn in general.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. And the fact that we as a society went from not too long ago magazines and like when you found porn, it was a thing. You had to go out and get porn.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like as I mentioned earlier, I had to go to the porn. Yeah, I had to go to the porn. Yeah, out in the woods. I had to go out to the woods. When I was hunting out in the woods, I was hunting for bears and porn. Which
but sometimes the Land O'Lakes lady would keep me going. I always got mad when my mom got blue bonnet.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Miss Butterworth, you're fine as hell. Just putting that out there.
Okay, and that's where Omar's love of full-figured women really came into play.
By the way, I saw like when Mrs. Butterworth got canceled, I literally saw like an internet thing where it's just like meet Mrs. Butterworth's cousin, Alicia. She sometimes likes pancakes. It's just like, oh, okay, I can do with this sponsor. It's not appropriation at all. But no, but like porn, when you first get it and everything, it's like, oh my god, porn, look at it. Like, what was the first sexual image that you saw?
The very first one. Yeah,
very first. Like, this is distinct. Okay, this is distinct media that is for sex and stuff. Like, I'll give you my first one right now.
It was like a Playboy.
Okay, a Playboy.
And that was by mistake. We're Brown convenience store all the way. And,
okay, that's fair. Well, that's called inventory.
Well, it was like they'd go to work and then we'd have to go to work with them if it was really late.
Yeah.
And they're like, go wander around, just don't fuck shit up. And then you'd go be like, oh, magazines. And then you'd finally get there and you're like, why are these blocked off? And then you'd open it and you're like, oh, wow.
Wow, so that's down there.
Huh. That's what you do with your tongue, huh? Cool. I was just using it for ice cream.
Oh.
I guess I'm foolish.
Yeah,
that's like scary. Goodbye.
You didn't think like, wow, I could be tasting better things.
Some of it was weird. I was like, why would you lick that? Ew. I hope she wiped.
But that's kind of like magazines. Yeah, because magazines could get pretty fucking weird, dude.
Oh yeah, and I mean they're not for kids.
No, they're not for kids.
They're meant for adults.
But didn't that kind of also transition into a phase where like some of those magazines especially like when it came to like to the 2000, 2002s, 3s, you started seeing images of like kind of sexual in nature that could be confused as porn, but it's not really porn. We're in the form of men's magazines such as Maximums, FHM.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that, where it's just like literally like you're walking, and realize I'm 20 and stuff like that. So I still have a warped idea of what sex is, but I'm not like.
It's basically the man show, but in a magazine form.
No, because the man show is actually funny. I disagree with you on this.
I used to think it was really funny back in the day with the Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel thing, but I don't know. They both rub me the wrong way now, so I don't know if it's held up.
Fair. That's a fair statement to make, because there's sometimes you just enjoy old medias and stuff like that and everything. Everything. I took it for the context of what it was at the time. It was pretty hilarious at the time. But having said that, I kind of looked at it where it's just like, but you all of a sudden you just see like Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and she's like spread out in a super low like bikini that's like where you could barely cover the nipples and everything. You're just like, damn, I could see like 95% of you.
Yeah. No, you're like, you were supposed to be this sweet little character. What?
Oh my god! It's basically like if everybody instead of went from Saved by the Bell, and they did Showgirls, but it was like R-rated Showgirls. It wasn't like full-on Showgirls.
I thought Showgirls was pretty R-rated.
No, Showgirls was NC-17.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so it was pretty. It was pretty like when Jessie did. I don't know her real name. It's like Elizabeth Berkley or something. Yeah, I think it was something like that. Like she went from like everybody's valedictorian to everybody's good. Which, by the way, I can't confirm this or not, but I think my valedictorian went on to did porn. That was a rumor.
Wow.
And everything. So this was basically like, she was alright looking. Everything. I have to go back to my old freaking like high school yearbook to beat off, but that's fine.
Oh
no. So I go with the Greg Fitzsimmons joke where it's just like, what? I was there when she was 17. That's allowable.
Gross.
All right, but it's kind of like this. You start like looking at porn and everything. It's kind of like when you first start looking at porn. So you start like, because my first porno thing, yours was magazines, mine was the Pamela Anderson Lee sex tape. Okay. Some guy was showing it at like Riverside High School in our ROTC class, and like, hey, do you want to see part of this? I'm like, oh, I want to see this. And then that's when I found out a vagina was up and down and not sideways.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's always funny when people are like, this is what genitals I thought they looked like. Yeah. Like, I didn't realize balls were a thing. I just thought it was like a little flap.
Yeah. You can tuck it in. If you have a small enough dick, you can't lift it over to cover yourself.
Yeah. I thought a buddy of mine thought a vagina was just like a concave thing with a hole. And that's it. But that's good. It's good that you learned.
Yeah. So you learned that way. You start going from there, but then when you start like getting internet porn, you start looking at like
weird shit.
Well, you start looking at like normal. You start looking at shit where it's just like, okay, you can drive around in a van and then pick up chicks and then they'll have sex with you. You can just ask interview questions, and then you start getting from there to like, okay, she needs like rent money. Okay, you're just helping out with rent money. That's all that's going on there. You're a landlord, and then all of a sudden you just see like these scumbag shits and stuff like that where you're just like, oh my god, he's yelling at her. I gotta jizz, or like she's slapping her or abusing her, and then you're all of a sudden you're just like, why are you into this?
Oh,
I'm getting mad at my dick. Like, why are you into this?
That's a deep-seated thing.
It starts getting to that point, though, where you start thinking, like, more and more. What's the most outrageous thing? What becomes, like, a fetish? You start fetishizing everything. Because everything gets fetishized in pornography.
Yeah.
And stuff. There is a secret that America has that they want to fuck their stepmom. And that's a thing that Pornhub pushes on you. And everything. You don't even think... I'm mad at my parents for not getting divorced. Because they robbed me of a stepmom.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's something you got to talk to your dad about. Dad, do you know how many experiences I could have... You have failed me as a father by not getting a hot, young, new wife.
Yeah, that's true.
Mom, you too. Could have gone Les. Who knows?
That is true. And I think
what a fun family reunion.
No, we're one of those type of people that when you get married, you stick with them forever, which is bullshit.
Oh. Yeah, us too.
Yeah. No.
Try for that.
But then, like if you're an American white culture or somebody, you get divorced like every other fucking day.
Hell yeah.
Which is perfectly fine.
Thank you, 70s. They made divorce culture cool, which really fucked up the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the problem. So the problem with pornography and everything is that you end up becoming more and more and more and more. And what's even becoming more messed up is that back in the day doing pornos, you didn't have really super hot chicks doing pornography. You had like cute girls sometimes, and you had like okay women, but you didn't have like stunners. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you have stunners doing porn. Like Nicole Aniston, that's a porn star. Look her up, and just see you just see her. She's like, damn.
Wow.
You're just like, that's a 10. Mm-hmm. That is a LA 10 and everything. She could be a fucking model.
Damn. Well, I mean, it's more accessible. And
well, the problem with that is that affects your regular life.
Of course.
And everything. If you're a guy now, and you go out, you start going on scrolling on Tinder and everything, looking for dates, you start swiping right you start swiping right on you start swiping left on like attractive women because you don't think they're hot enough. And if they don't want to get in with you right away, you guys match, all of a sudden you're texting them a dick pic and they're like, ew, and you're like, all right, next bitch. And then you just keep going that way. Or you start interacting with the girl for a little bit, and then all of a sudden like, well, we've had 2 sentence conversations. This is going nowhere. I got to go with another girl. And they end up becoming not good enough for you because it's not as easy accessible that it is that, like, you know, all of a sudden you just go online and see your perfect video of the perfect girl for that moment in time. And stuff. Don John was a great movie about this. Where like this guy will go out there, try to pick up chicks like all the time, and he hooks up with a Scarlett Johansson. But the problem is that Scarlett Johansson will never, despite the fact that she's grade A, prime meat material stuff, can never live up to Don John's porn habit.
Right.
He always had, because you always can go online, find a perfect girl, watch her do disgusting, nasty, horrible fucking things. Things that people try to emulate. No, the problem with sex is that, like, pornography is that people still don't understand sex. They learn sex from pornography.
That's because we don't talk about sex.
That's That's the problem with America.
Talking about sex in general is like weird and.
But other cultures do, though.
Not all other cultures. There are some that do, but then there's some that are even more repressed. Like you've got panties and vending machines. Is that Japanese?
That's Japanese.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a level of repression.
Yeah, Bin Laden hiding freaking code inside pornography. Remember whenever Bin Laden got caught? No, but remember when Bin Laden got caught? He had like massive amounts of pornography. Turns out the guy who turns out that was how they sent messages. Was through porno.
Oh yeah, they're like, nobody wants to watch this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I guarantee you that it was just more like, hey, there weren't like that great of messages in there. Like they probably saw the porno for it is. It's like, oh wow, we put the message in here. You know what? Why make all this other shit go to waste?
What if? Oh my god! What if the message was over the best scene?
Oh, like the money shot? That's where the message is at. The guy's about to...
Oh my god. All right, this is Osama. Let's go meet at an airport.
Dude, you're
and
mad.
Then, like, it's end credits.
Do you think that, like, a terrorist finished to Bin Laden? Like, he's watching the entire thing, he's going at it, and then he's trying to, like, sync his cum shot to the cum shot of the guy, and the guy's about to go off, and the girl's mouth is all wide open, and all of a sudden Bin Laden comes in, he's like, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, shit, I was supposed to be working!
Oh, man.
And then he fish off. I've done that before, where it's like, you lean on the control, you're watching the thing on the computer, but then I'll have the TV on, and then it'll change, like, a commercial, Then I'll hit the remote, and then all of a sudden it's like Dora the Explorer. Then I'm like, oh my god, I finished in the box! Damn it!
Gross.
That's my lasting image after I jizz. I'm a horrible monster.
I'm the map.
Just me? Okay. You know
Only
what? Fuck you.
On your own.
Fuck
Sorry.
you. Fuck you, listeners.
Sorry.
You're mean.
Mappy.
I didn't mean to do that to you. You wipe yourself off. You'll never be the same. You'll never be the same.
I don't feel like I'm the same.
You can't get yourself a paper. But no, but that's the problem with like I said, with porno and like masturbation and everything like that. Like, it's just so easy now. You just like, do you ever just like sometimes where you just, when you're living alone or you're by yourself or you're in a position of isolation and stuff, like, do you sometimes feel that's like, okay, I guess I'll just like, I don't know. So for guys, it's more like we have nothing to do. I guess we'll just play with our joysticks and stuff. Like, I don't know how it is with you girls.
Oh, when I lived by myself and there wasn't much going on, like, I didn't have friends or anything, and I was like, oh, another night alone. Well, I guess I'll just hang out and do lady things. And I don't know how to say, flick the bean, I guess.
But like, do you ladies make it into a thing, like where it's just like,
I can't speak.
Or is it kind of like a spur of the moment? Because guys, it's spur of the moment.
Oh no, it's an event.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like a date, you know. It's like, I'm gonna be nice to myself. I'm gonna treat myself, because I don't know, maybe it's like the lead up to it. Like, oh, all right.
Oh, okay. So it's like an actual date where you just kind of like the build up is to it is like nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not just maintenance. It is maintenance, but it's like a very kind maintenance.
Oh, okay. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very different than what guys would do it and everything. Because I don't know if, but I don't know if guys could make it into an event.
You should make it into an event just to try it once. Mm-hmm. See if you enjoy it.
Okay, where it's just like I light a candle and then I try to shoot it out. Is that what it is?
You could light a candle. You could like put on some soft music that you like. Ooh, draw a bath. Put like one of those foam bomby things in there.
Ooh, okay.
That
sounds pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
Foam bombies things onto there.
Fall asleep on your arm until there's no more sensation in there, and then give yourself the stranger. That's going. I
feel like that. Way. I feel like you're stereotyping now.
What? No.
You're just stereotyping.
I figured it'd be nice if you want to... Or unless you want to feel yourself and just be like, wow, Omar, I've got some strong hands. Oh my God, I know. I've been gripping on my dick
sweet
a
talk
lot.
my arm? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I do buy jewelry.
Like part of it is, yeah. Ooh, put on a bracelet on yourself. Like, oh my God, you shouldn't have.
Oh my God. It's just making so beautiful.
And then you do the yoga and you go down on yourself. The end.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can go down on myself yet. That's a goal. Don't get me wrong. That's the goal. I've seen contortionists. It can happen.
It's possible.
It's possible. And stuff. I do know that, like, a lot of guys don't really use toys, and I think they should. And stuff. Like, go to, like, to this...
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Okay. So we'll use stuff like a vacuum cleaner, but a lot of guys won't buy a fleshlight because they think like, oh, this is lame to use a fleshlight on yourself.
Why?
There's like it's more of a stigma.
What? Dude, it's the cleanest thing ever. I've been to the bathroom I've been to places where guys live alone, and I've been to your bathroom. Y'all are gross. Use the damn fleshlight. It's got a container to get all your nastiness out. You little monsters. Jesus.
You sound like you've been in a lot of dudes' bathrooms.
I'm really bad.
Do you judge my bathroom?
I judge everyone's bathroom.
You're mean.
What? Y'all are gross. Sorry.
That's fair.
Get your shit together. Why are there pubes everywhere?
Oh my God.
Why is it by your brush? Why is it by your toothbrush? Gross.
Because we have a puke comb.
Good God. Do you guys just like take your pants off in the bathroom and just spray pubes all over the place.
Okay, but you ladies, like, your hair falls out everywhere. Yeah. Hits the drain. It hits every fucking drain possible. There's some drains where I'm just like, I don't even. How did you get in the kitchen sink?
Okay.
How?
Okay, so if you saw lady head hair all over the place versus lady butthole hair just flying around all over the place, which would be worse?
Here's the thing about us dudes is that we just all assume it's on top of your head because we really don't want to know the fucking truth.
Oh, you guys lie.
We lie to ourselves about that. Yeah.
What?
We know that that hair. Is that? We know that hair inside the tub is not just from your head. But you know what? We're gonna lie to ourselves and say it is. Because we don't want to know the goddamn truth.
What? Then how do you fix things?
We unclog it and be like, woman, you and your hair on the top of your head. Oh. And that's it. And we just emphasize the top of your head.
So we're just going to sweep all the problems under the rug and not actually say
Hi, welcome to the Gonzalez household. Have you not known me?
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hey, we just sweep everything under the rug.
Okay.
We see a problem, we just ignore it.
Uh-huh.
That's...
Well, that sounds like
my
festering.
My family crest is my mom just looking away. That's it.
Our family crest is eyes closed.
Eyes closed. I don't see it. It happens. It happens. That's fine. So, kids, I still want to kind of go on about this topic more because I honestly think that, like, when it comes to, like, masturbation and pornography and stuff, one of the things I have looked into is, like, looking into the more respectable type of pornography and stuff.
What's a respectable
pornography? Well, I know that, like, there's some films that are, like, made by women that's, like, pornography for women where it's just, like, it's still porno and everything, but it's not, like, abusive or anything like that. You don't feel bad afterwards jerking off this thing.
Okay, that's
where you're just like, okay, this does a lot with the sex. She started doing a lot with, like, going down on women. Which was something I enjoyed to do, and it's just kind of like it gives like more of a sexual, more of a vibe, more of an event instead of just open up laptop. All right, oh she's in a taxi. She forgot her wallet. Oh well, gotta pay the fare. Okay, I just use my mouth, and then I just realized, oh, I'm just jerking to barterism. I'm like, oh, I'm just taking all the economy out of this. And I'm like, oh, this is how transaction is made. I'm jerking it to capitalism.
This is free trade.
This is free trade. I am jizzing to free trade.
I feel ethically sound about jacking off to this.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm okay with a plot. I'm okay with that shit if there's a plot. There's a story to it.
I would love to live in a barter economy.
Exactly.
How many chickens for a blowjob?
2 eggs at least.
Ah, no, that's 6 eggs for a handy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Dude.
All right, well, chicken, gotta start working.
You got strong hands.
Gotta start working.
Mm-hmm. How many chickens do you need now?
I made a lot of chicken.
You should get at least a dozen chickens, and that way you can get 2 hand jobs at a time.
Ooh, double handy. 4 hands. 4 hand massage. Nice.
Yeah. Maybe she'll cup the balls with 1 hand for 6 eggs. Or he. I don't know. I'm not here to judge.
That's fair.
You do whatever you need to do, man.
That's
for
fair.
Those eggs.
No, but in closing, everything, because we got to close this topic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Having to talk to an authority figure about masturbation it sucks. Whether it comes from your parents or having to like being shown this in school because that's being used as that parents are using that as an excuse to actually talk to their kids and everything. All in all, I think that masturbation is ultimately healthy. It's perfectly fine. You just need to be careful about letting it control your life. Meaning, do what Sam says. Masturbate, make an event out of it. Make it an event.
Yeah.
Everything. Make it special.
Go have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Don't make it routine. Everything. And enjoy it with film that like you enjoy, but then it also like you wouldn't be ashamed if somebody walked in and saw you watching this.
Something with the barter system.
Something with a bartering system.
Mm-hmm.
Or or something where it's like, you know what? Hey, roommate, I don't have the money today. Okay, I'll just pay you in blowjobs.
Oh, that's still a barter system.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I don't know if it's sustainable.
If one side makes enough money, that could be sustainable.
I don't know, dude. Eventually, I'd be like, look, dude, blowjobs are cool, but I need cash to pay the goddamn rent. You know, I've taken on extra hours at work. I'm too tired for a blowjob.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's called marriage. Some guys make it work.
Oh, that sounds sad.
Yeah, don't be in a sad blowjob. Well, first of all, if it's no, that's not true, because if it's a marriage, there'd be no blowjobs.
So that's not even. It's a divorce, but maybe we'll get married again.
There you go. It's a rebound relationship.
The end.
The end. We ended on a sad note. That is what we do in All Regerts podcast. Thank you for listening to the All Regerts podcast with Sam Narani and Omar Gonzalez. Remember this: just because you have regrets doesn't mean you cannot live life as if you have no regrets. Have a wonderful day.